In this video, we are going to talk about the 60 most expensive celebrity mansions. So before start watching, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. The buyer is in the driver's seat in today's housing market, and this is especially true for the top 1% of taxpayers. It is a good time to come up on a dope mansion that would ordinarily list for a high 8-figure price, but instead you can get it for a cool 7, just ask Drake. Despite the status of the economy, opulent homes are being listed on a daily basis, and the celebrities you admire are going through the same ups and downs as everyone else. If you have just been fortunate enough to get your finances in order, there is a possibility that one of these breathtaking properties will be the one that you own. It's also fine if you just want to look at photographs of palaces that are beautiful in their own right. You won't believe some of these price tags, regardless of the circumstances. Number 60. Jamie Kennedy's house. Price, $1.9 million. Location, Los Feliz, California. Square footage, 2,400 square feet. There is a possibility that Jamie Kennedy has lost some of his comedic chops over the course of his career, but you can be sure that the terrible comedian has a sick house. He is selling the property that he bought for $1.9 million for $250,000 less than what he paid for it, which is a value considering the fact that the home is extremely magnificent and contains all of the modern conveniences that are available today. The external area, which features a built-in bar and dining room in addition to a large pool and a cabana, is the most enticing component of the property. Number 59. Craig Ferguson's house. Price, $1.9 million. Location, Beechwood Canyon, Los Angeles, California. Square footage, 2,385 square feet. Craig Ferguson, the host of the late-night talk show The Late Show, is currently in the process of moving out of his residence in Beechwood Canyon, which he has called home since the late year 1997. Even though it was initially purchased for a little more than $500,000, it is currently being offered for sale at a price of $1.9 million. Due to this circumstance, Craig is in a position where he may have a decent asking price while still providing himself with the possibility to increase his money by a factor of 4. It was a good move on your part, Ferguson. Number 58. Michael C. Hall's house. Price, $1.995 million. Location, Hollywood Hills, California. Square footage, 3,535 square feet. Ever since the month of June, the most well-known serial murderer in the United States has been in the process of selling his property in the Hollywood Hills. It is quite probable that this result is the result of the fact that his ever-increasing compensation from Dexter has made it possible for him to set his sights on a new target that is more expensive. A fire pit that is located close to the pool, a fitness center, and 4 bedrooms are some of the features that are included in the Spanish-style home that is currently on the market for roughly $2 million on the market. Number 57. Julia Ormond's house. Price, $2.795 million. Location, 204 South Canyon View Drive, Los Angeles, California. Square footage, 2,842 square feet. The mansion in Brentwood that is the residence of the Sabrina star is a Spanish-style estate that is warm and inviting. It is located in the center of a canyon that is filled with trees, and it has various rooms that are exposed to natural sunlight. It is believed that the property has had significant renovations, which were done with a very contemporary eye, as seen by the magnificent images. Despite the fact that it only has 3 bedrooms, the asking price may appear to be a little excessive. However, it is believed that the property has been renovated. Number 56. Jennifer Love Hewitt's house. Price, $2.89 million. Location, 10015 Toluca Lake Avenue, Toluca Lake, California. Square footage, 5,921 square feet. What is appealing? With the assistance of the ghost whisperer chicks, Jennifer Love was able to purchase a house for a substantial amount of $5.5 million a few years ago. Now, she is selling her more modest cot, which is situated on the same street, for a little more than $1 million more than she paid for it. The characteristics that identify this lake house include built-in bookcases, marble fireplaces, and a bar that is constructed into the pool terrace. These are just some of the aspects. Even though it does not have the same amount of visual appeal that one might assume a celebrity crib to have, this particular market listing is likely to have a better chance of actually being sold. This is because the market listing is more likely to be sold. Number 55. Poppy Montgomery's house. Price, $3.295 million. Location, Pacific Palisades, California. Square footage, 3,800 square feet. She provided her 3,800 square foot property in the Pacific Palisades that was created in the Spanish style. The fascinating star of the CBS drama Unforgettable, which was not very noteworthy, offered the property. The residence is equipped with an outdoor spa grotto in addition to an outdoor kitchen that is accompanied by a pavilion that is covered in thatch. Number 54. Jeff Holmes' house. Price, $3.39 million. Location, 1540 Stone Cliff Drive, St. George, Utah. Square footage, 15,794 square feet. The fact that you are not familiar with Jeff Holmes, who has previously appeared on The Bachelorette, is not something that we will hold against you in any way. We are also fully aware of the fact that the prospect of establishing a business in Utah might not be particularly thrilling to you. We are aware of this reality. On the other hand, the residence where the suitor spent his boyhood is one that is surely impressive. The buyer will not only obtain the estate that is already well established, but they will also acquire an additional 3 acres of land in addition to the estate. Additionally, there are 2 outdoor cooking areas that are perfect for a blazing barbecue, in addition to a tennis court and a golf course that are housed within the home itself. Both of these amenities are located within the home. Number 53. Gina Keogh's house. Price, $3.5 million. Location, 12th Shire, Coto de Caza, California. Square footage, 8,000 square feet. After just surviving foreclosure on her Orange County McMansion 2 months ago, former Real Housewives of Orange County star Gina Keogh put it up for sale for a price of $3.5 million. This was after she narrowly avoided foreclosure on her property. The property, which is 8,000 square feet in size, is frequently featured on the show, and it contains a sizable family area. In addition, there is a fire pit, a barbecue area, and a basketball court that is located outside. In the vicinity of Orange County, the home with 7 bedrooms can be found in Coto de Caza, which is considered to be one of the most prestigious gated communities in the region. Number 52. Melissa and Joe Gorga's house. Price, $3.8 million. Location, 8 Pond View, Montville, New Jersey. Square footage, 9,500 square feet. In the process of packing up their home in Montville, Melissa and Joe Gorga, who are both stars on Real Housewives of New Jersey, are contemplating relocating to Franklin Lakes. They are currently in the process of packing up their estate. When it was first placed up for sale in 2010, the European-style home had a list price of $4.1 million. This is a huge increase from the current list price of $3.8 million, which is significantly higher. Since that time, they have been exerting a great deal of effort in order to sell the house. There are a number of features that can be incorporated into the Montville residence, including but not limited to domed ceilings, rounded French cedar doors, arched corridors, 4 fireplaces, and 6 bedrooms. The feature of the built-in recording studio that was demonstrated on the presentation is not going to be incorporated in the product. Number 51. Warren Sapp's house. Price, $3.8 million. Location, 11049 Bridge House Road, Windermere, Florida. Square footage, 18,000 square feet. Because the bankruptcy court has ordered him to sell his mansion in Florida in order to pay off his $6.7 million debt, the former National Football League player Warren Sapp is currently facing further challenges. This is because the court has ordered him to sell the mansion. The private property on Lake Butler, which is 500 feet in length and comes with a variety of amenities such as a boat lift, docks, and jet skis, is without a doubt the most beautiful component of the estate, which has a price tag of $3.8 million, 4 bedrooms, and 6 bathrooms. Which of the following do you believe will be more difficult for Sapp, selling his estate or selling his collection of more than 200 distinct pairs of Nike shoes? Number 50. Sylvester Stallone's house. Price, $4.5 million. Location, 52495 Humboldt Villa 5 Boulevard, La Quinta, California. Square footage, 5,173 square feet. On the other hand, the action celebrity is not looking to break bones. Rather, he is attempting to break even by selling his property in the Mediterranean style for the exact same price that he paid for it in 2010. In addition to a clubhouse that is 56,000 square feet in size, the property is situated on the grounds of the prestigious Madison Club, which is home to a variety of amenities such as spas, theaters, and a large number of restaurants. All of the house's furnishings are included. Number 49. Kimora Lee Simmons' house. Price, $4.65 million. Location, 9551 Lime Orchard Road, Beverly Hills, California. Square footage, 6,000 square feet. Due to the current state of the economy, the former Auntie Rush has decided to sell her Beverly Hills property. She reasons that she is unable to deal with the current situation. Consequently, she has decreased the price that she is asking for the property to $4.65 million, which is a reduction of more than $1 million from the amount that she paid for the property. A Hollywood home that is by the numbers, the 6,000 square foot residence has more stylistic restraint than you would expect from the flashy Kimora Lee. The property is a Hollywood mansion. The occurrence of each of these qualities is unexpected. Number 48. Dwayne Johnson's house. Price, $4.995 million. Location, 6005 Annie Oakley Road, Hidden Hills, California. Square footage, 9,120 square feet. It is quite unlikely that the gorgeous Mediterranean villa that spans 2 stories and is situated in the rock will continue to be available for purchase for a significant amount of time. While the interior of the property features not only a movie theater but also a movie marquee entry, the backyard features an infinity pool and a spectacular view of the city. Additionally, the entrance to the home is a movie marquee. In addition, this house features a barbecue center, 7 bedrooms, and 4 walk-in closets. Additional features include a barbecue center. We will continue to drool while you are doing it, so feel free to insert the joke about smell what the rock is cooking here. Number 47. Alan Jackson's house. Price, $4.9 million. Location, 6500 Coconut Ridge, Smithville, Tennessee. Square footage, 6,114 square feet. If you are seeking for evidence that the real estate market is in a state of disarray, you need not look any farther than the list price of the outrageous waterfront home that country musician Alan Jackson is selling for. This is the evidence that you need to look for. It is beyond a doubt that the asking price for this estate would be in the 8 figures if the economic scenario were different. In addition to the main house, which has 5 bedrooms, there is also a guest house that has 4 bedrooms, a cottage that has 1 bedroom, a houseboat that is 2 stories tall and has private docking, and a garage that has a rooftop helipad that is included in the package. A construction site that is 1 acre in size is also present, in addition to all of the other things that are present. It should not come as a surprise that Jackson and his wife feel that the estate is too much land for them to manage, given that all of their children have reached adulthood and are no longer living at home. Number 46. Ray Anthony's house. Price, $5.2 million. Location, 9288 Kinglet Drive, Los Angeles, California. Square footage, 3,881 square feet. Ray Anthony, a well-known bandleader, is currently in the process of selling his house in the Bird Streets district of Los Angeles. This is the very first time that the mansion has been made available for sale since it was built in 1975. When this is taken into consideration, it should not come as a surprise that the inside of the house needs to undergo major rebuilding and upgrading. The fact that the exterior of the house still boasts breathtaking views of the city and the ocean, on the other hand, makes the acquisition of the property that needs some serious work justified. Number 45. Matthew Perry's house. Price, $5.29 million. Location, Carmen Crest, Los Angeles, California. Square footage, 4,100 square feet. Your beloved buddy Matthew Perry is making his return to television this autumn, and he is attempting to flip his cot once more in preparation for his return. At the end of the previous year, Matthew Perry attempted to successfully relocate his cot, but he was unsuccessful. The house with 3 bedrooms is distinguished by the beautiful views of the city and canyon that it provides, as well as the white terrazzo flooring that is featured throughout the home. There is an abundance of stainless steel equipment and glass walls that span from floor to ceiling, both of which are in conformity with the extremely contemporary style. Number 44. Edie Falco's penthouse. Price, $5.5 million. Location, 363 Greenwich Street, New York. Square footage, 3,000 square feet. Putting her 2-story Tribeca penthouse, which she has owned for 8 years, up for sale at a price of $5.5 million, which is $1.70 more than the price she paid for it, is something that Edie Falco has done. There are sky-high windows, a kitchen that has recently undergone renovations, a fireplace that burns wood, and other fashionable characteristics that are reminiscent of Tribeca, such as exposed brick walls and the downtown Manhattan crib. The crib is 3,000 square feet in size and boasts sky-high windows. Number 43. Mike Love's house. Price, $5.995 million. Location, 3108 Flavin Lane, Pebble Beach, California. Square footage, 8,995 square feet. Mike Love, a member of the Beach Boys, has been going through the process of trying to relocate his property in Pebble Beach from the year 2009. It is because of this that he has decreased the price from $7.9 million to $5.9 million in an effort to get rid of it in the long run. This home also includes a beautiful view of the ocean and a comprehensive golf course that spans across the entire property. Number 42. John O'Hurley's house. Price, $6.5 million. Location, 1710 Monticello Court, Beverly Hills, California. The world-famous Jay Peterman is selling his Beverly Hills home for a price that is twice as much as what he bought for it in this year, 2004. The property is located in Beverly Hills. In addition to a motor court that has the capacity to hold 6 automobiles, the most remarkable feature of the Mediterranean compound is a large master suite that occupies a whole floor. Walk-in closets are included in this apartment, which also features huge balconies that provide beautiful views of the canyon. Number 41. Warren Beatty and Annette Benning's house. Price, $6.9 million. Location, 12431 Mulholland Drive, Beverly Hills, California. Square footage, 11,000 square feet. Since the previous year, Warren Beatty and Annette Bening, a couple who have been working together in the entertainment industry for a significant amount of time, have been contemplating the possibility of moving their Mulholland Drive home. In the beginning, there was an offer to rent it, but even that price had to be reduced 3 times before they were able to find a tenant for it. They have not yet found a tenant for the property. The Mediterranean property that is 11,000 square feet in size and with a price tag of $6.9 million is available for purchase in the event that no one is interested in renting it. Number 40. Barry Manilow's house. Price, $6.95 million. Location, 24146 Malibu Road, Malibu, California. Square footage, 3,546 square feet. Since 2009, the mansion in Malibu that is owned by Manilow has been listed for sale, and the price that is being asked for it has been gradually reducing over the course of each year. Following an initial listing with a price tag of $12.6 million, the list price has now been cut to $6.95 to reflect the current market conditions. Considering that he paid $3.85 for it, this suggests that Manilow will still be able to make a fortune in the event that it does in fact find a buyer in the end. A 2-story, step-down living space that is ornamented with floor-to-ceiling glass walls, vaulted ceilings, and an oceanfront master suite are some of the amenities that are featured in the property that has 5 bedrooms. Additionally, the property has vaulted ceilings. Number 39. George Marciano's Paul Williams Estate. Price, $8.25 million. Location, 9501 Sunset Boulevard, Beverly Hills, California. Square footage, 8,015 square feet. The co-founder of Guess is currently dealing with a great degree of problem. This issue is causing him tremendous difficulties. After engaging in a long court battle against employees whom he accused of embezzlement, he filed a counter-defamation claim, which he ultimately went on to lose. As a direct result of this, he is liquidating 3 of his substantial properties in compliance with the order that was issued by the bankruptcy court. The house that has the lowest price tag is a mansion designed by Paul Williams that is priced at $8.25 million and comes with a tennis court and a swimming pool that is reserved for the master bedroom. Number 38. Ben Stiller and Christine Taylor's duplex. Price, $9.6 million. Location, 118 Riverside Drive, New York, New York. Square footage, 4,000 square feet. Ben Stiller and Christine Taylor have listed their gorgeous duplex on 84th Street for a price that is nearly $500,000 lower than the initial asking price. This is occurring despite the fact that the majority of celebrities have increased their asking price in reaction to the alterations that they have made. A sunlit living area, a professional screening room, a wet bar, and an eating kitchen are some of the amenities that can be found on the top floor of the building. Located on the lower floor are the private quarters that are available. Both floors have access to the lift, which is available for use. Number 37. George Marciano's Shirley Temple Estate. Price, $10.9 million. Location, 9521 Sunset Boulevard, Beverly Hills, California. Square footage, 11,032 square feet. The middle Marciano home, which is advertised at a higher price of $10.9 million, is not only equipped with the same amenities as the other Marciano properties, but it also has a larger land area. On the 1.5-acre estate, there are a total of 9 bedrooms available for use. Number 36. Ed Catmull's house. Price, $10.9 million. Location, 14, Hoteling Court, Kentfield, California. Square footage, 6,814 square feet. Ed Catmull, who was one of the co-founders of Pixar and later became the head of Walt Disney Animation Studios, is selling his land for a price of $10.9 million. The interior of the house is still pretty damn stunning, despite the fact that it does not match the imaginative output that Catmull has made for the silver screen. Catmull has done an incredible amount of work for the silver screen. All of the other conveniences that you would expect from a California house that costs 8 figures are included in this property, in addition to the stunning mountain vistas that it offers. Number 35. Russell Simmons House. Price, $11 million. Location, Financial District, New York, New York. Square footage, 7,175 square feet. When Puff was a member of the hip-hop elite family 11 years ago, this lavish duplex penthouse came perilously close to being sold to him for the same price tag of $11 million. During their conversation, Uncle Rush suggested to Puff that they buy the land altogether. After the events of September 11th effectively interrupted such negotiations, Russell continued to reside in the region and began to upgrade and renovate the property. The condominium that is situated in the 5D area is fitting for a royal lifestyle because it features barrel vaulted ceilings that are 12 feet high, 2 patios, and a big circular staircase. Number 34. Meg Ryan's House. Price, $11.4 million. Location, 755 Stradella Road, Los Angeles, California. Square footage, 6,877 square feet. Even though it might be difficult to believe, Meg Ryan is requesting a price reduction of $11 million for the home that she owns in Bel Air, which is a mansion. She has been making efforts to sell the property from the year 2008, with the initial asking price rising as high as $19.5 million. She has been making these efforts since 2008. The romantic comedy queen would emerge victorious in any scenario, given that she only paid $8.5 million for it in the year 2000, unless she is driven to continue slashing. This is despite the fact that she is surely facing the effects of this buyer's market during this time. Number 33. Megan Mullally and Nick Offerman's House. Price, $12.65 million. Location, Tanager Way, Hidden Hills, California. Mullally and her husband Nick Ron Mother-effing Swanson Offerman are selling their property in the Hollywood Hills for 3 times the amount that they paid for it in 2003. This is due to the fact that their marriage is so amusing. In the event that you are the kind of person who gets a kick out of owning things that were once owned by celebrities, you might be happy to realize that it is possible to purchase a property that is completely furnished. When you think about the possibilities of saving money on furniture, for example, are you able to look at that price tag with even a little bit of ease? Number 32. The Osborne House. Price, $12.99 million. Location, 5535 Dixon Trail Road, Hidden Hills, California. Square footage, 11,000 square feet. Since the summer of the previous year, Ozzy and Sharon's mansion in Hidden Hills has been on the market for a considerable amount of time. While they wait for someone to place a bid on the house that is currently up for sale at a price of $13 million, the house has just been made available for lease at a monthly charge of $50,000 worth. The home is the same one that you have seen on their MTV reality show a great number of times. Nevertheless, despite the fact that it is fairly nice, it is probable that this is the reason why they have not been able to find a buyer who is interested in purchasing it yet. It is expected that a few clicks through the estate stills will be adequate to fulfill the standards in the event that reassurances are required. The mansion itself is a gorgeous edifice, despite the fact that the Osbornes may not have a particularly excellent sense for interior design. The estate is situated on 2 acres and contains 6 bedrooms. Number 31. Mark Wahlberg's house. Price, $12.995 million. Location, Beverly Hills, California. Square footage, 11,500 square feet. With each passing year, it seems that Wahlberg's money doubles, which is without a doubt the reason why he and his family have settled on a new 6-acre estate while he is attempting to unload his previous property, which he purchased for $4.95 million back in the year 2001. Wahlberg's wealth appears to be increasing at a rate of double. At the time that Mark initially put the house up for sale, which was 4 years ago, he made an effort to ask for a price that was more than 3 times that amount. Since then, the price that is being asked for has been reduced to $12.99. We would not be shocked if he were to drop the asking price even further in the coming months, despite the fact that it is indisputable that the Beverly Hills mansion that has 7 bedrooms and 11 bathrooms is an absolutely gorgeous piece of real estate. Number 30. Jim Carrey's house. Price, $13.9 million. Location, 23418 Malibu Colony Road, Malibu, California. Square footage, 2,866 square feet. Currently, Jim Carrey is in the process of selling one of his homes in Los Angeles, which is a beachfront property located in the prestigious Malibu Colony Zone. The property is located in the city of Los Angeles. The mansion, which has 5 bedrooms and 2,866 square feet of living space, is currently being offered for sale at a price of $13.95 million, which is more than $4 million and more than what he paid for the property in 2002. A big selling point for the house is the seaside master bedroom, which is in addition to the appealing environment of the property. Number 29. John Chambers' house. Price, $14.8 million. Location, 27800 Via Feliz, Los Altos, California. Square footage, 8,280 square feet. An estate in Los Altos was put up for sale by the chief executive officer of Cisco Systems at the beginning of this summer. There are 2 different streets that lead to the entrance of the 6-acre property that Chambers has owned since the 1990s. A home theater, a tennis court, a spa, and of course, a private office that is perfectly suited for a chief executive officer are all included in the property. Number 28. Zsa Zsa Gabor's house. Price, $14.9 million. Location, 1001 Bel Air Road, Los Angeles, California. Square footage, 46,248 square feet. Recently, Will Smith and Carlton were observed taking tableware from the estate that Zsa Zsa Gabor shared with her husband, Prince Frederick von Anhalt. This occurred not too long ago. Her health has taken a very horrible turn for the worse in recent times, which may be the reason why the house has been on the market for such a much longer period of time than it has been in the past. As a result of the fact that Zsa Zsa and Prince Frederick have entertained a lot of dignitaries and presidents during their time spent at the residence, it is only fitting that the house be appropriately regal. Due to the fact that we have found out that Danny Brown is a fan, it is feasible that she ought to make an effort to sell it to him. Number 27. Camille Grammer's house. Price, $17.9 million. Location, Malibu, California. Following the conclusion of her divorce from Kelsey Grammer, the Real Housewife of Beverly Hills has set a goal to raise her wealth by a factor of 4 during this period of time. Her and Frazier had previously purchased the cot for a price of $4.5 million, but after undergoing a number of changes, including the construction of a kitchen by Wolfgang Puck, it is now being offered for sale at a price of $17.9 million or more. In our opinion, the price tag of the estate is more than justified, particularly when one takes into consideration the fact that the guest house itself includes a garage that is large enough to accommodate 5 automobiles. Number 26. Derek Jeter's apartment. Price, $17.95 million. Location, Trump Towers, New York, New York. Square footage, 5,425 square feet. There is a good chance that one of these is the actress or model that you admire the most. There are a few instances in which a singer has graced the hallways of Captain Jeter's bachelor flat. These situations have occurred on a few times. Have you come to the conclusion that, in addition to the typically spectacular aesthetics, the Trump Tower apartment is something that you would be interested in purchasing? It is imperative that you make a commitment in order to purchase this penthouse, which is 5,425 square feet in size, because he is asking for a substantial amount of money for it. Number 25. Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz' penthouse. Price, $17.95 million. Location, 30 Crosby Street, New York, New York. Square footage, 6,167 square feet. Swizz and Alicia Beatz's triplex penthouse, which they purchased from Lenny Kravitz 2 years ago for $12.75 million, is much larger than the majority of suburban homes. This is because the penthouse is a triplex. The property is comprised of 5 bedrooms, a dining room that is encased in a glass solarium, and a patio that is so cool that it needs to be situated in an area that has favorable weather throughout the entire year. There is a private lift that offers access to all of the stories, including the uppermost level, which is where the spa is located. Number 24. Kelsey Grammer's house. Price, $18 million. Location, 261 Baroda Drive, Los Angeles, California. Square footage, 10,567 square feet. As Kelsey prepares to move on to the next phase of his life, he helps his ex-wife in putting an old house up for sale. In addition, this mansion has been subjected to a number of changes, one of which was the addition of 2 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms by the boss. As a result, the total number of bedrooms and bathrooms has increased to 7 and 9, respectively. Number 23. Rosie O'Donnell's house. Price, $19.5 million. Location, 43 Star Island Drive, Miami Beach, Florida. Square footage, 11,104 square feet. Despite the fact that Rosie's South Florida property was purchased for a paltry $6.79 million more than a decade ago, the price tag has subsequently climbed to $19.5 million due to the significant alterations and extensions that she has done over the course of the years. In addition to its 12 bedrooms and 11.5 bathrooms, the main house also features a master suite designed specifically for the master. In addition, the estate features not one but 2 separate cottages that are available for guests to stay in while they're staying there. Number 22. Jeffrey Katzenberg's house. Price, $20.5 million. Location, Romer Court, Park City, Utah. Square footage, 14,100 square feet. An impressive $20 million is being requested by the Chief Executive Officer of DreamWorks for the purpose of purchasing a family retreat in Deer Valley. The illustrious interior designer Naomi Leff is the one who was responsible for the design of the log mansion that spans 14,000 square feet. Throughout its history, the log home has been the host to notable guests such as Bill Clinton, Tom Cruise, Al Gore, and Michael Jackson. Number 21. Michael Jackson's house. Price, $23.9 million. Location, 100 North Carrollwood Drive, Los Angeles, California. Square footage, 17,171 square feet. An estate that was owned by the late King of Pop is a French chateau property that had the most current refurbishment in the year 2002. In addition to the extravagant amenities that are normally found in the residences of celebrities, it also features a spa and a lift on the premises. It is not precisely what one would think from the person who formerly supervised and managed the operations of Neverland Ranch, because the interior decor consists of a somewhat understated style. Number 20. AListRealEstate's house. Price, $24 million. Location, Miami Beach, Florida. Square footage, 20,000 square feet. After investing $24 million on repairs and enhancements over the course of the previous year, AListRealEstate is already contemplating the possibility of selling the house in Miami Beach that is 20,000 square feet in size. Some of the amenities that the mansion provides include a batting cage, a roof terrace, and 275 feet of water frontage with 2 docks. Additionally, the estate has 2 docks. Number 19. George Marciano's house. Price, $24.5 million. Location, Beverly Hills, California. Square footage, 19,590 square feet. It is the Italian Revival villa that Marciano is selling for $24.5 million, making it the most expensive residence in his collection from his collection. 2 guest houses, a billiards room, a screening room, and a tennis court that is submerged in water are all located on the 2 acres of land that were purchased. In addition to that, there is a motor court that is sufficiently spacious to house all 11 of Marciano's Ferraris. Number 18. Pia Zadora's house. Price, $26 million. Location, 1471 San Remo Drive, Pacific Palisades, California. Square footage, 13,585 square feet. Pia Zadora, who is known for her work as an actress and singer, recently sold her estate in California to ABR Capital LLC for a relatively low price of $5 million. After a year, they have decided to sell it, as they have renovated it to such an extent that they have increased the asking price by a factor of 4. In addition to a golf course, a health center, and an infinity pool, the property also features a dining room that is spacious enough to accommodate at least 20 individuals in a manner that is neither uncomfortable nor distracting. It is a wonderful acquisition for the person who is always entertaining. Number 17. Michael Jordan's house. Price, $29 million. Location, 2700 Point Drive, Highland Park, Illinois. Square footage, 32,683 square feet. Even if the home number is actually 2700, you won't have any confusion about whose house you are at as you pull up to the 23 on the gate. This is because the house number is clearly displayed. At the very least, until it is placed on the market. We are most thrilled by the total of 15 bathrooms, despite the fact that the 7-acre property has a golf course and a basketball court, each of which are spectacular in their own right. The aforementioned amenities are included in the property. We are able to catch a glimpse of the kind of absurdity that is genuinely significant within the Jordan household. Number 16. Katharine Hepburn's house. Price, $30 million. Location, 10 Mohegan Avenue, Old Saybrook, Connecticut. Square footage, 8,368 square feet. The Connecticut Hepburn family complex is located on a peninsula that has a beach on each side. The property has sufficient area that Howard Hughes was able to park his seaplane directly next to the home at one point. It is for this reason why the value of the item being sold is so high. Due to the fact that it has 3 beaches, 6 bedrooms, and 7.5 bathrooms, this low-key mansion is one of the most dopest estates that are currently available on the market. Number 15. Taylor Swift's. Price, $30 million. Location, Beverly Hills. Square footage, 10,982 square feet. The 1934 Georgian Revival estate that Taylor Swift owns is the kind of property that dreams are made of. In addition to having 7 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms, it also has a large amount of space for hosting visitors. Additionally, because the property is situated on the seaside, the views that can be seen from the outside are just as enchanted as the interiors that are so magnificent. Number 14. Joe Montana's house. Price, $35 million. Location, 10500 Franz Valley Road, Calistoga, California. Square footage, 21,780 square feet. The house in wine country that belonged to the Golden Great was initially put up for sale in the year 2010, with a price tag of $49 million. The fall in the asking price, on the other hand, does not suggest a lack of quality, and even after $14 million was removed from the asking price, it is still one of the most expensive estates that are now available for purchase. There are a number of elements that are really distinctive and cool, like the olive farm, the skeet shooting range, and the professional-grade equestrian stable. Number 13. Robin Williams' house. Price, $35 million. Location, Villa Sorriso, Napa, California. Square footage, 20,500 square feet. To put it another way, Williams has been dealing with this estate at the very least since the year 1994. It is located in Napa Valley and has an astounding 653 acres of property, on which it is situated a mansion that is 20,000 square feet in size and contains safe rooms, a vineyard, and climate-controlled art cellars, in addition to a gigantic solar farm. The estate is also surrounded by a vineyard. Number 12. Kylie Jenner's Holmby Hills home. Price, $36.5 million. Location, Holmby Hills, California. Square footage, 20,500 square feet. It would not be an exaggeration to have Kylie Jenner's home in Holmby Hills described as a vacation resort because it contains everything that one could possibly require for a vacation in paradise. In addition to having 7 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, 20 parking places, a bar, a games room, a home theater, a chef's kitchen, and a swimming pool that flows through the house, this property provides Kylie with the ideal environment in which to host her renownedly extravagant events and to entertain guests. In addition to that, she is the owner of 2 guest apartments that are attached to the main house. These apartments are available for guests to stay in on a nightly basis. Number 11. Hugh Jackman's quirky Manhattan condo. Price, $38.9 million. Square footage, 11,000 square feet. In his career, Australian actor Hugh Jackman has appeared in a number of critically acclaimed films, including Les Miserables and The Greatest Showman, among others. Considering that the megastar won his first significant film part in the year 2000, when he was cast as Wolverine in X-Men, it is surprising that he is said to have a net worth of $180 million, £142 million at the present time. In 2008, Jackman reportedly spent $21 million, £16.5 million, on the purchase of an ultramodern flat in New York City. This was made possible by his extraordinary fortune. Number 10. Jay-Z and Beyoncé's rental. Price, $43.5 million. Location, Bridgehampton, New York. Square footage, 26,500 square feet. At a monthly rental rate of $400,000, the reigning music power couple has been occupying this Hamptons mansion with Blue Ivy over the summer. The property is located in the Hamptons. There, Blue Ivy has been residing with them for some time. Those individuals have the opportunity to purchase it and make it their own for a grand total of $43.5 million, provided that they have a sufficient level of appreciation for it. The mansion, which is commonly referred to as the Sandcastle, is completely suited to meet the requirements of a billionaire household. A 3-story residence that features a theater with interactive seating that can accommodate 10 people, a half-pipe, a bowling alley, a heated pool with an underwater stereo system, and a great deal more can be found on the large property that spans 31,000 square feet. Jigga was not lying when he said that we would not be able to tamper with his daughter's bedroom earlier this summer. It is quite doubtful that we will be able to do so. Number 9. Ellen DeGeneres' house. Price, $45 million. Location, 1106 Coast Village Road, Montecito, California. Square footage, 10,500 square feet. Ellen DeGeneres' 13-acre estate is an oasis that was initially constructed by the architect Wallace Frost in the 1930s. It is a Tuscan-inspired retreat that brings a touch of Italian flair to the state of California. There are 9 fireplaces, multiple libraries, 2 pools, and a tennis court included in the villa's extensive list of amenities, which collectively contribute to the villa's serene atmosphere. In addition, Oprah, Prince Harry, and Meghan Markle are neighbors of some of the residents. Number 8. Terry Semmel's house. Price, $50 million. Location, Malibu Beach,